Man, this is Now I'm Talking About Radio, 91.7 WVXU. Also, check us out on YouTube at Now I'm Talking About Radio. Follow us on Instagram, Now I'm Talking About _radio, man. We got a real special guest, man, who making some waves out here in the city and across the river. We in Newport right now, man. So I heard about this guy's journey and some success that he's been having. And I definitely wanted to sit down with him. Introduce yourself to everybody, man.
I go by the name of Deuces, and I'm a Cincinnati artist. I rap. I do more than just rap though, but music's my life, and I'm pursuing it the way that it should be. Right now I'm with my dude right now, and he's giving me an interview, and I really appreciate it. And let's speak my piece. And right now we on a deep conversation right now. That's valuable. So I hope that we able to take it in and take them gems in, and make sure that we can grow all at the same time.
Definitely, man. So yeah, appreciate you. Since we starting off, man, kind of just tell people more about where you from.
Right. So I'm from Cincinnati. I grew up in Wyoming, which is a very wealthy suburban area. But I grew up on the ends of Wyoming, next to Lachlan, so it's not as wealthy as the rest. But I'm still grateful though, because my mom had the opportunity to put me in a position to be successful, despite my teenage tangents and shit that I went through. But I think we all go through it.
What you mean tangents? What you was turning up?
We do our things as teenagers.
Yeah, man.
You feel me?
What school did you go to?
Wyoming. I went to
Okay.
Wyoming, yeah.
I know a couple people went to Wyoming, man.
Yeah.
And where do you feel like you got your creative aspects and genes? Who gave you that? Was your mom?
I think it was a family thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just from starting from a timeline, I could say my mom, right? Just from growing up, but dealing with the way that my family listened to music on a daily basis, and then growing up with my brother, my older brother, who used to be a rapper here in Cincinnati, with Travis Touchdown. They used to be called Tape Deck Division and Artillery 22. But we used to wake up early in the mornings at my granny's house, jamming to like 3-6, and then jamming to Kanye West, and then going back to like Talib Kweli, and then going straight to like some rock music and stuff. It was a diverse situation on how I grew up in the creative process, and all that stuff just growing up from dealing with my mom and the situations that she went through, and not seeing my father at the time, and growing up with my brother and going through that musical experience with him, and dealing with family as a whole, especially my granny with gospel music, and then my grandpa with like soul music. They used to throw parties on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. Right? The creative process is very organic, I would say. It's a lot of soul within my mind that I tap into. But it's so diverse, because I, just growing up, just being embedded with everything. You feel me?
Well, what do you say? What would you say the hardest part about being in what sounds like a single parent household?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Single parent household, 2 boys, growing up under a woman. What were some of the things you?
So it actually wasn't 2 boys. My brother, actually, he's my cousin, right? Mm-hmm. But we grew up together. My real brother, lived in California with my stepmom, right? So at the time, it was just me with my mom. And I would go over to my granny's house because my brother didn't live with his mom, he lived with my granny. So there were a lot of things happening within my family that weren't as sugar-coated as people thought they were. It's a lot of in-depth pain. But, we found happiness with it in the end. But I lived with a single mother. And just me and her at the time before my sister was born. She worked 3 jobs when it was just me. and you know, she had a way of sending me to really good schools while working her ass off. You know, I went from Westchester to Fairfield to Catholic school to Wyoming. Like I've always been in a suburban like system, you know, but I've always been in a very, very hard knock, real family that knows as a black family they know how to loop within this world that we live in to make sure that our family is successful. But it was hard.
That's one thing about black people, man. We're gonna figure out a way to do it.
Absolutely.
How to make it happen, man.
Absolutely.
That's another thing that just come with just living in the U.S. As hard as it is on black people, all you doing is making them stronger.
Yeah.
So you kind of working against yourself in the grand scheme of everything.
Yeah.
What was some of your favorite inspirational? What was some of the most inspirational music that you would listen to? You got a lot of inspiration from.
Man, that's vast, bro.
It sound like it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was even like, there's this Pokemon album right here, or this award that they did, right? There's a song in there called Brothers that inspired me to do like inspirational music. I don't even know if you remember that song. That brothers, my brothers, tell me what you're fighting for. We've got to win this war. That was on Pokemon, right?
I never heard that.
Yeah, you gotta check that out. But I'm inspired by some music like that, you know. I was really inspired by Eminem. I think everybody's inspired by Eminem. I was inspired by was real inspired by Nas and Kanye. I'm really inspired by the mindset that a lot of the artists bring into the table. Like I think for me it's the, when you understand that they do it for just more than rap. They're dope at rap, but they doing it to build a culture and do it for business because they want to make sure that they are well sustained, and they express the lavish life a certain way. I think that's always been embedded in my mind to do, you know. They have this dope way of spitting game on all levels, and I think that's like the key. You know, everyone wants to get some gems and some knowledge, but at the same time, you know, they want to live good. You know, so they, you know, that's something that's always inspired me. You know, but pop music has always inspired me. Soul music has always inspired me. You know, I always look for that shit that can sit inside your head for a minute, you know, and you're basically just engulfing that game that they're giving you so that you can express it the same way.
I feel like anybody my age or younger has an intimate relation. We got a different relationship with Kanye. When Kanye dropped The College Dropout, I was in my first year of UC.
Yeah.
That's a different experience.
Compared to me, yeah.
Well, I think we all got a unique relationship with him. But when he came out, this is before The College Dropout even came out, man, he came and did the spring concert.
Mm-hmm.
Like every year UC does a spring concert where they bring artists, and it was Kanye that year. My freshman year in college, I quit my job to go to that concert. I was working at La Rosa. I said, no, I'm out.
You for real?
I'm dead serious. Dead serious. So, like...
That's crazy.
Kanye is a very influential artist.
Yeah.
Has been for some time now. If it wasn't for him, it probably wouldn't be no Drake.
Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kanye right now?
I feel for Kanye. My perspectives are always open, and you know, I don't judge. I judge based off of the body language, not sometimes what you say. Because how you're expressing sometimes is not in unison with the way that you're actually trying to express it. And that's a hard thing to do a lot of times when you're a musician, because a lot of musicians go through a lot of mental instability. I think I said that word right, but you know, I know that he has certain things going on right now, but you know, as a musician, he's always inspired me, you know, because he spit the realest game out there for us to make progress at that time, especially as musicians. You know, but you know, at this time right now, he's kind of going through some things, and I think it's important for him and his wife Kim to stay together so that he can be okay. You know, I don't know if I really want him to be president. I wouldn't mind if he had his head right.
You gonna vote it? You gonna write him in?
You know, I'd rather write a black man in than write Joe Biden, because I'm not a fan of Joe Biden either. You know, but it's so hard to deal with this right now because we don't like our president right now. No one does. Then we have Joe Biden, who's also in the same category as our president.
Maybe even worse.
He's definitely worse.
Yeah.
You know, then we got Kanye West, who's not making it easier for us as black people and as musicians to make a choice. Because it's like, well, you know, you ain't really doing the right thing in front of the public view, you know, as to just being clear and making sure that you're okay. You know, like you're not showing that for us.
How can you take care of the United States when it's obvious that you got a mental fragility that's happening that you it's hard for you to take care of yourself?
Exactly. It's tough. You know, you don't know how to make that decision, you know, for us as a people, but then also it's like, you know, is this even the right decision to do? You know, then you look at what you're dealing with and you're like, people can't win, you know? And I feel for him because it's like, I see you're still trying to make a decision, or not a decision. I still see you're trying to do the right thing, but you're not even in the right space right now to be doing that. You know, and you've proved that a bunch of times on TV.
Right.
You know, whether it's a public stunt or not, you know, it's right now there's no need for public stunts. You know, we need as much real shit as we can get from people. You know, and artists are speaking up on that shit, whether they speak on it in magazines or not. Like, they're speaking the way that they should be, which is regardless of how Hollywood acts on a certain level, because Hollywood's good, but on a certain level, it's like we need people to be honest right now. We don't need people to be doing any more stunts at this time. Like, we need that change to happen immediately, and Kanye West ain't really helping out with that.
I think he just need to find himself a little bit more, man. Like, I think we learning a lot right now. We learning that Kim Kardashian ain't as bad as everybody be trying to make her out to be. She kind of almost is like grounding him. I think she really making people see like, no, she kind of being a 100 a lot of the times. Like, she didn't air him out about his private stuff, even though he aired her out. It's interesting.
And I've always said that to myself. People got to look at it like, people are quick to make the judgment, especially with the entanglement thing with Jada and Will, right? But I'm gonna say this right here, right? Speaking on relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships are very important. The thing that's so key, if you were paying attention to that talk that they had together, was that they proved to you that they can hold a relationship down without any issues. Even pitting up in the air. Like, no issues will break their relationship or their marriage, right? They give each other leeway if there's a certain situation that's going on. But the marriage is that important for that they'll make a sacrifice for something else to happen. There's people that don't know how to do that because of their emotions and their feelings, and they're subjected to just them, and not what's most important, which is the whole concept of what they have together. A lot of people look at Kim Kardashian as a figurehead that is, you know, a beautiful person and a figurehead, but also fake at the same time, right? Like, people look at her as a fake figurehead for the social life that we live. But for me, when people ask me about her and Kanye West, I know in my heart that if they can be in a marriage for that long, with everything that goes on with Kanye, then obviously she's helping Kanye out. Obviously she's doing her part as a lady and as a woman and as a wife to take care of what needs to be taken care of. And I feel like people don't look at that. They don't look at the relationship aspect of what it takes to keep things intact, but also to keep things intact, but making progress at the same time to make sure things are okay.
So when do you call it quits? Like with the Jada and Will thing, when do you say, okay, maybe we should bring this to an end because either it's getting too toxic, it's
Right.
adding too much on my plate? Because it just seemed like it's teetering on that line of like, okay, you can keep this marriage together, but is it worth keeping together when you so unhappy? I think that's a lot. I think that's another thing that we deal with. A lot of times we so far from being happy that we just willing to put up with a lot.
That's true.
We don't know what make us happy no more. We've gone so long without being happy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Jada went through that, and no one knew. But there's a certain line I think that she understood that was like, okay, well, this is still my life right here. You know, this is just the moment, you know, of what I'm feeling right now, you know, and this might be a long ass moment, but at the end of the road, look at all the things that have kept us together. Maybe I should just, you know, stop beating around the bush with myself and be honest, and also be real with what is going to benefit me in the future completely. I mean, when children come into play, that's a different story, you know?
See, I don't think she ever even was real. You gotta admit fault to be real. Accountability is real. She still kind of was sidestepping, even calling it what it was. Will had to kind of push her into. He had to say it, and then she just agreed. It wasn't like it came out of her mouth.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't think that's fair, man.
And I think he pointed that out in general at the table, that it wasn't fair without even saying it. Like when he was saying what he was saying, he basically pointed out like it just wasn't fair that was the situation going on, you know. But I think even him as a man, he took that L from what she did, and was like, this is still our marriage, like this is still us, so we need to take care of it as grown people and handle this on all aspects. That's probably why they did the table thing. That's probably why they're letting it all go, and now they're handling it the way that they think it needs to be handled. And you never know. They might come out with a brand new movie or something, and you know, and it'd be like a reality movie on their life or whatever, and you know, you just see how beautiful the relationship is in the end. You know, and they prove to you how strong a relationship can be and why it's so important to them.
They could do it now. They actors. They could make it look.
Of course.
They can make it look pretty.
Of course.
But how are you doing? When somebody asks you that, like, how are you doing though?
Right.
So yeah, man, I wish the best to him, man. I hope Will be able to keep his bag.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to keep his bag.
Just like Dr. Dre, man. I think he gonna stick it out, man.
Oh yeah, he going through a marriage issue too.
I heard he just pulled out a prenup though. Out of nowhere, man. So good luck to both of them, man.
Right.
What do you think about the saturation of hip hop? So many artists, so many songs, so many beats. It's hard to get through the noise.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Like as far as
Or how do you deal with that?
how do I dealing with everything else that's going on?
How do you deal with industry where it's so saturated?
Yeah. I don't look at my space as being saturated within it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I just individualize myself within everything going on. You know, there's I guess with it being so saturated, you kind of learn to work with the best, even though you're not even with the best, right? It's like you can see all the music happening, but it's like, where are you gonna stick your head at so that you don't get convoluted with everything that's happening? You know, because essentially you have to make your own lane in order for people to see you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're, if you're making your lane, but you're not able to stand out with everything that's happening, then you will look like everybody else, and you will sound sad. You will be in this the full. You will be in that area of saturation. Um, what I mean by that is you can do all these other different type of styles within hip hop, right? You can collab with all the type of people you want, but you got to be that person.
It seemed like you I mean, it seemed like you do well with dealing with your lane and creating your own lane because of your recent success, man. Recently, um, you went viral pretty much. It's a lot of people dancing to you that don't know, or washing their hands to you that don't know who you are, but they get to meet you now, man. Kind of explain what happened, what platform it happened on, and then we can go from there.
So I did a Safeguard Splash commercial that went viral on TikTok, and it was also casted on GMA News with Michael Strahan and everything. So essentially, if you calculate all the numbers, they say it's about 2 billion people that were interacting with the commercial.
You got 20 seconds to get it right. To make a change, you gotta do it every day and night. Wash your hands for 20 seconds by scrubbing them clean. We need to be germ free for our community. So stay fresh and I gotta stay clean. I gotta stay fresh and I gotta stay clean.
You see the way he took that deep breath and swagged it out like he was stressed, that it was like, essentially, you know, man, we did a little bit. We did a couple numbers, man. About 2 billion, man. Swagged it out real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess the humble thing about it that I'm appreciative of is that I was able to be in those numbers. You know, like my name was in those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
The stressful thing is that a lot of people don't know that I was that person on an honest level, which is, you know, as an artist, you know, you either handle it or you don't. You know, I think personally I've handled it, and I'm pushing so that people know that. And more people are starting to know that, and they're starting to, you know, give me their humble appreciations about it and expressing it and whatnot, and letting me know that that it is beneficial for them of all ages. But yeah, the Safeguard Soap commercial was done with P&G and Safeguard here in the studio.
In the studio we in now.
Yep. We did the commercial takes here, and this place is called Picture Music, and they do work with they do video work, they do audio work, they do commercials, they do perform music and stuff. As you see, they made the beat to the song that we did for Safeguard. But yeah, I had the opportunity of getting. Of being reached out, or they reached out to me, and I had the opportunity to work with them and make something for the community during these stressful times.
So was this a competition that you had to win or something like that?
Yeah, so it wasn't an open conversation. It wasn't an open competition, but it was a competition. I just had to send my music to them, and then they basically chose out of like 20 other artists to see who could perform this best, and I surprisingly won that small competition with the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
P&G and Safeguard, they basically, and Picture Music, they basically chose who they wanted to do the commercial, and I got chosen.
Hey, so it kind of came by way of the studio you recording in.
Excuse me?
So the opportunity came by way of the studio you recording in, the studio we in right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was at home when they did it, so I recorded some stuff at home before I actually got here.
No, the way that the opportunity even opened up, it presented itself to you though. It was Picture Music was already a part of everything with P&G looking for this song, right?
Yeah, right.
That's relationships.
Right, yeah.
And you expressed earlier how important relationships are, man. Can you tell how you had that relationship to even be considered?
Yeah, so I had a friend that I have a band with called the Golden Hour,
Mm-hmm.
and we're a hip-hop improv band. So everything that we do is freestyled, and we are I'm actually really proud of how like successful our shows have been, because we do full ass songs, you know, formatted the way that they should be to do a performance, and it's not just like freestyle where it just prolongs and everything. Like it's a structured song that we do, and it's all improv.
That's different.
Me freestyling, me rapping or singing.
Yeah.
You know, and all the instruments performing in unison.
That's hard because that's different. Another way to break through that noise and stand out in the crowd. An improv band. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
In an era where nobody write nothing down. That's hard, man.
Yeah.
There was something else that you said. I'll come back to it because I had a question about it.
Right. Well, I was gonna say, so my friend, the band member that me and him made, the one that I made the band with, he's the one that got me the opportunity with Picture Music because he knew the guy that works here, and so he basically got me the opportunity, and then everything else just kind of went uphill from that.
Hey man, say his name. Shout him out.
Philip Cotter. Philip Cotter. Appreciate you, man. You already know.
Definitely. What else have you seen? What else has anybody else got in touch with you, or have any other opportunities presented themselves since everything blew up? I seen Christina Milian, man, in the kitchen with her daughter, man, soaping them up.
Yeah, nah, that was a blessing to see. Yeah, I got some interesting opportunities coming up with since that's came through. You know, I can't say all of them right now because they're not concrete, but they're there for me to take, and when they're ready to do it, we're ready to do it. That's corporate work. That's you know, work with some high-end people in the game, and you know, I'm just being humble and just following course.
You seem like you got the mindset, man, to really take it far with the opportunities, man. You seem focused. You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders, man. Definitely nice to meet you.
I appreciate that, man.
Give everybody your social media handle so they can check you out if they ain't seen it yet.
Right. So on IG, it's Deuces_101. So that's DEUCES_101. On Twitter, it's II_Deuces, but really you could just type in Deuces the second, Roman numeral 2, Roman numeral number 2. Damn, I said that all jacked up. My bad. But yeah, you get the point. So yeah, just Deuces2, or II_Deuces, and you should find me on Twitter. YouTube, same thing. So it's Deuces101, or you can look up Deuces the second or 2, and that should come up too. Yeah. Spotify. Spotify is Deuces101. And then Apple Music is Deuces101. And I think every other music streaming platform is Deuces101. So my artist name is Deuces. The 101 is just an extension to it. Which you could probably figure that out with my Sessions 101 music videos on my YouTube. Which, by the way, check those out. Those are dope, by the way. They're one-take music videos.
What age were you when you started recording?
Damn. I was probably 14.
And how old are you now?
I'm 27.
20. Stop it.
Yeah.
No, you look like a teenager, man.
Look, I'm blessed for my mom and my dad's genes because they have done justice for me.
I'm like, I see hella shadow on this man's face, like he could grow a full beard. I'm like, man, he can only be 22, man.
Nope, 27.
27, man.
Yep.
That's what's up, man.
Yep.
I wanted to talk to you about the II. Kind of explain what secondhand smoke is.
So secondhand smoke, it's about perspectives, really. It's about perspectives and experience that I've dealt with in my life, and I wanted to express it to where people could apply it to theirs. Secondhand smoke is a negative term for cigarettes. I'm not a fan of cigarettes, and I approve of the term, of course. But I took the term for myself when I realized all the experiences that I was going through weren't beneficial to me. And essentially the people that were coming around me and the people that were coming around me and the way that they converse was like secondhand smoke, because it would affect me when I was conversing with someone else, whether it was family, whether it was for music, whether it was with relationships, you know, girlfriends, friendships. I could see it as if I'm like having an outside outside body experience. And you know, I would listen to myself as I'm speaking, and I'm like, that just doesn't seem right. Like that doesn't seem like that's me speaking. And the experiences that I was going through just didn't seem right either. It just felt like I was dealing with something that didn't make any sense. And when I started to realize the people that I was around and that I was around, it started to make sense to me. You know, it was like, okay, maybe these people that I was around misconstrued my language with the people that I want to talk to. So anytime that I would talk to people that I wanted to talk to, or go through an experience that I wanted to go through, it didn't happen the way that it should. And that's like getting hit with secondhand smoke. You know, you sitting here with someone who's smoking cigarettes, and they're sitting here blowing in your face, and next thing you know, you sick. You know, and you might not know why, but you're sick based off of someone that used to blow cigarettes in your face all the time. You know, and it's like I would have experiences that were just literally blowing a cigarette in my face, and it's like I don't need to deal with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so for me, it was like, well, essentially, secondhand smoke is about, you know, good and bad experiences and perspectives. Then when I realized how good secondhand smoke could be, because if I can have a conversation with you to make sure that you are experiencing the way that, or experiencing something that you need to experience, then I just left you with good smoke, and now you can go and have a better high for yourself. Because any experience that you go through is a high. You know, it's like if you come out of this interview and you're like, damn, you know, that conversation we had was beneficial, man. I think I need to go express that to someone else, like intuitively, you know, subconsciously in your head. Then I just gave you a good sense of smoke. You can leave this place feeling high and better, and not feeling upset about the experience that you had, or the conversation that you just went through.
Yeah, watching something a little while ago, and it's kind of the same thing you expressing. The way people can just pass you off good and bad energy, and they called it network stress, where the people you around, because in our actuality, we the network that make the world work. We all connected in some form or fashion. You can pick up those vibes, just literally vibrating. Somebody shake your hand, somebody hug you, they can pass you off something, man. So I like that secondhand smoke breakdown. Man, make sure y'all check this guy out, man, because it's rare to find people who thinkers.
I appreciate that.
I always enjoy conversation with thinkers, man, because it's not the same where the hoes at, or like, bruh, we at the times where we need deeper thought, man. What you gonna do if Trump really banned TikTok? You know, he talking about doing that.
Yeah, you know, and it's crazy to actually be in that space where that was a platform that helped me. You know, like to be in that position where it's like, oh shit, like I just got done with that commercial. Like that was a thing on TikTok that hit more of the views than what any of us thought. You know, like that affected a lot of people in a very positive way, to where parents were helping children with that song alone. It's like, for him to ban TikTok, it's like banning YouTube, you know, for some people. That's like banning Facebook and Google. Like, how can you ban something that's so beneficial to the people?
I feel like the information that's passed on these platforms, it's a double-edged sword. You're gonna have some stuff that just come through as pure entertainment, but it's a lot of people passing off information. Information make you dangerous, because once you know something, you got knowledge, you're dangerous with that. I think that's the biggest threat. It's gonna be interesting if you ban it. It's definitely gonna be interesting. But I've been watching YouTube lately. I listen to a lot of podcasts. They already taking cuss words out.
Really?
Listen to certain podcasts, I know DJ Vlad, once I heard that he was editing cuss words out, I'm like, hold up.
That's big.
Hold up. What's happening behind the scenes?
How can you do that on Vlad TV, though?
If Vlad is doing it, and he probably one of the biggest people on YouTube,
Sure.
if it's happening with him, It's something that he already knows. A plan that's already in action is just working its way down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Censorship, freedom of speech.
What, on YouTube though?
Freedom of speech.
That's like the biggest space of freedom of speech.
Man, they trying to get rid of freedom of speech.
And they just had that big tech conference at Congress or Washington D.C. over with like the CEOs of Amazon, like Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg or whatever for Facebook, and the people of Twitter. Like they were talking to the big tech CEOs, and like they were basically confronting them about the censorship on and everything, and like how their algorithm works, dealing with monitoring everybody on their social media platforms. And I'm afraid that that's gonna like mess up the whole sense of social media, because social media right now is growing, like it's growing exponentially, and it's building to a point to where we're able to create even more for ourselves on a business level, and to censor everything, and to ban TikTok, or to ban other things that are happening on social media, really limits us from being successful.
Exactly.
Because even censoring like cuss words, like that's a sense of like that's
Expression.
a sense of expression and honesty on some people's mindset. And that sometimes they need to hear that shit so they can see what's real and what's not. And it's not just all sugar coated, when you're speaking about something. People want to hear that real shit coming at you sometimes. And Vlad TV is known for having some honest videos, man.
But I think that's exactly why they want it gone, because of all those reasons that you just gave.
Yeah.
It's informative, too informative. Now, we really didn't see these problems and this censorship until real deal information started getting tossed around on these platforms. When it was just,
Facts.
if you want to see a fat cat eat a bowl of cereal,
They were cool with it.
it's good.
Yeah.
But man, all this self-empowerment stuff y'all talk about, and linking up and creating relationships, we're gonna have to get this up out of here, man.
Yeah, it's like they try to belittle us with all this petty information out there and it's like they want it to be television where you have those random TV shows that come on that show you all like like those home videos of like people falling down and stuff. Like they want us to live in that lifestyle.
Heavy, meaningless vibrations is what it is.
Exactly.
They want you to be downloading nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
what are you running? What is your computer running? Your mind running?
Exactly.
What operating system is it under? Like, what software are you running, man? They want you to be running
Yeah, and that ain't good, man.
But everything work for the better, man.
Yeah.
If we get off of the internet and actually start building real deal relationships where you just tap somebody on the shoulder and be like, "Hello, my name is such and such."
Right.
That's more genuine than just emailing somebody or having a conversation on a thread. It's everything. The universe is self-correcting, and no matter how much you try to make it to have a negative effect,
Yeah.
the flip side, the yin to the yang, is going to be positive.
Right.
At the equal and opposite force.
Yeah.
So, hey man, do what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
Let's get it. Like, we're going to get it regardless.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's the truth right there, man. That's the truth right there.
And the harder you try to work against good, the more it's going to have to come.
Right.
That's just how life works and the universe works. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, that's everything I would have said.
It sounded like you was gonna say something else, man. What you got any hidden talents? People might not know you got. I know you say you rap, sing. I didn't know you sang too.
Yeah. I sing too. I dabble in all music. I don't know how to play a full instrument completely, right? But I do know how to sing. I'm not Ariana Grande good, I'm not that's good, you feel me?
And
like,
she's a woman, so it's all good. You don't got it.
I could say, I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anything, I'm better at rapping than singing. You know, so you can put me in between like Drake and John Legend, you know, if you really want to, because I got some soul in me, but I do know how to harmonize the right way and follow a key. You feel
Drake Legend, man. We're gonna call him Drake Legend, man.
Drake Legend.
That's what's up. Any other hidden talents that people might not know? Can you know how to build a birdhouse or a couch or something?
Nah.
Out of nickels?
You know, I think freestyling was my hidden talent, because I really know how to freestyle.
Okay.
I think a lot of people know how to freestyle, but they don't know how to freestyle a full ass song. That shit's different. You know, to hit you with a verse, a chorus, a verse, a chorus, bridge, chorus, and make it sound good, and on point in 3 minutes. Come on now, that's hard.
I want to see it, man. I want to participate, man.
Yeah.
I definitely, man, because a freestyle song, it just sounds fun. Are you trying to get any events together? Because I know you probably was out there gigging around with your band before everything happened.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just, so me and my band, we do stuff online. We got some stuff planned up, but right now I'm actually about to join this competition called Shine Sings, and it's like a music competition. And they go to like 3 or 4 different cities, and they get like their top 40 to come down to this resort in Kentucky to do a performance, and the judges are like famous people from American Idol, and I guess this new guy that was on Rhythm and Flow. And I just joined that competition. I got in the top 40 because they liked my acapella that I did for them, my acapella rap that I did for them. And right now, that's what I'm about to do in November. But in the meantime, as I'm doing that, I'm just doing a lot of videos right now. There's a certain series that I have called Sessions 101 that's been keeping me preoccupied, because there's a certain narrative that I want to express within my story. You know, it's good content because it's one take videos, and I'm able to just do a performance for one as a one take, and it's the camera view is as a one take, but excuse me, but there's a certain narrative that I'm trying to express to people just so they understand my experience of what I went through, and for them not to just see that in a secondhand smoke, but to see that on a personal level. You know, music is vast and it's stressful when you're not around the right people. So a lot of times really dope talent get washed away because of other people's agendas and other people's expressions on how they believe you should go about it in music. And I think you should never be limited or limit yourself to anything that you do, whether that's following the trend but also following your own trend to stay relevant on all areas. That's what's being expressed in Secondhand Smoke. I want people to see the narrative that was placed upon me, and I want people to see that.
Okay, I really want y'all. I actually got more questions about. You keep saying the things that you went through in Secondhand Smoke, but I want to also just go check it out.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not asking you too much about it, because I want people to be curious about it and go check that out, man.
For sure.
We won't give it all away on one interview, man. I think we definitely gonna follow up with you in the future. But I won't hold you all day. I got some more questions for you, man. I like to play games on this show, man. And I made it up myself. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna give you the government name of artists. You tell me it's either gonna be a group that you guessing, the group name, or their individual name because they just a solo artist.
Damn, man, this is about to be. Hey, just so y'all know, don't judge me. I know all my artists, okay?
Yeah.
But it's like I literally go blank when it comes to certain things like this. So just don't judge me, all right?
We're gonna put the pressure on, man. This is gonna be all right though. It's just a game, man. So this is name and crew. I give you the artist government name. You tell me the name of the crew or the stage name. All right. First one.
Yeah.
This is a group.
Yeah.
Kershnick Ball, Kiari Cephas, Quavius Marshall.
It's a group.
It's a group.
That's 2 men and a
It's
girl.
3 people. Oh, dag. You heard of Kiari and thought it was a girl?
Oh, that's a dude.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I name them again, man. Kershnick Ball, Kiari Cephas, Quavius Marshall.
Oh, that's Migos.
Migo!
Yeah. You wanna know how I knew that though? Because of the last one, yeah.
And that's why I had to do it in that order, man. So Quavius Marshall, of course, is Quavo. Kiari Cephas is Offset.
Word.
And Kershnick Ball, I think that is very interesting. That takeoff's name is Kershnick.
That's like the old 70s names that y'all be hearing. You feel me? Like they come from Mississippi.
It sounds like Kershnick Ball just stare at Atlas all day. All right, so that's the Migos, man.
Yeah.
Number 2, Lorenzo Patterson. This is another group. Lorenzo Patterson, Antoine Carabee, Andre Young, O'Shea Jackson, Eric Wright.
I know this.
You know this, bro.
I know this one.
Lorenzo Patterson, Antoine Carabee, Andre Young, O'Shea Jackson, Eric Wright.
Andre Young, Eric Wright. Hold on.
There's people yelling at you right now through their screens.
See,
bro.
this is what I'm saying though. It's not a joke. Like I go straight blank.
He give you 10 seconds. 10.
Hold on. Do I get one hit?
9.
Do I get a hint?
8. That was the hints.
Damn.
These are obvious hints.
Damn, that's the hint.
5.
I don't want to say the Dungeon Family because that don't make sense.
Oh.
But it's a relevant group right now. Oh my god. Damn.
It's so many people yelling at you like, bruh, how do you not know this?
Bro, look, y'all.
He said Andre Young, O'Shea Jackson, and Eric Wright.
And that's what I'm saying. I know them names, bro.
NWA.
Yes. See, look now. Look, all right. Look. I ain't got no excuse. But I know them names, though.
Lorenzo Patterson, MC Ren, Andre Young, Dr. Dre, O'Shea Jackson is Ice Cube, Eric Wright is Eazy-E.
Yeah, when you say
Antoine.
Eric Wright, I was like, Eric Wright, Eric Wright, Eric Wright. I'm like, come on, man. I know Eric Wright.
At about noon, just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. Next one. This is a single solo artist.
All right.
Quincy Matthew Hanley.
Quincy Matthew.
Never gonna guess this. The name is so far away from the real person. It sounds like an upstanding citizen, don't it?
I was about to be like Quincy Jones, but that's Quincy Jones' real name.
Right.
Quincy, yeah, that's his real name.
Quincy Matthew Hanley.
Quincy Matthew Hanley.
You want more clues?
Is he a rapper?
Rapper.
He's a rapper.
From the West Coast.
It's not Snoop, is it?
Nope. He's on a label with arguably one of the best MCs of our generation.
Oh, damn. Okay, so he's probably with Aftermath.
Not with Aftermath, a close relative, the child of Aftermath.
Oh,
on the West Coast.
Are you talking about TDE?
Okay, all right, you there?
Oh,
you there?
Hold on.
And his name is Quincy Matthew Hanley.
Hanley. And it's not Schoolboy Q, is it?
It is Schoolboy Q. Quincy.
That's how I. Okay. See, I told y'all. I know some. You feel me? I know some.
I'm gonna have to start getting more clues, man. Okay, we got a couple more. We actually got 2 more. Okay. This one is another solo artist.
All right.
Dominique Armani Jones.
Dominique Armani Jones. It's a rapper?
Rapper.
Dominique Armani Jones.
From Atlanta. That don't really narrow it down because it's 10 trillion rappers that came from Atlanta.
Dominique Armani Jones. I know the name. I know Dominic. I know. I actually seen that name. I actually seen that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's from Atlanta.
Rapper from Atlanta. Let's see. How else can I hint without telling you?
Because he's relevant now, isn't
Very relevant right now.
Dominique what?
Dominique Armani Jones.
Hold on.
The other day when you seen his name, did you read it in black and white?
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
that was a clue.
Black and white. Huh.
Before he came into the rap game, he had money.
Oh,
He has a famous clearing of the throat that he does in interviews that that is very
you probably gave me the biggest one right there.
that is very scary.
Damn. You said he had money before he came into the game. And he's from Atlanta.
Yeah, you need more clues?
No. Besides, see, Russ is from Atlanta too. But Russ is that's not even Childish Gambino's from Atlanta, ain't he?
Not Childish Gambino. One more clues?
Damn, yeah, let me get one more.
This artist is, yeah, he paid. Yeah, he paid.
Like, big paid? Damn, bro, that's crazy. Are people yelling at me
There's
right
people
now?
yelling at you from what I just said.
Oh, my God, bro, hold up. I told you, bro, I go blank.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You wanna know the answer?
Yeah.
Lil Baby.
Oh, you know what? I want to know that.
The way he clear his throat is sketchy. Dominique Armani Jones.
How's he clear his throat? I ain't
Just
watched
go
it.
look it up. Look up Lil Baby, clear his throat, Joe Budden. You're gonna be like, ooh,
It's suspect.
you might need to get that checked out.
Ooh, like he got like his tonsils in there or something.
It sounds like he like trying to scrape the skin off his esophagus.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Lil Baby, man. Bigger Than Black and White was a clue.
Bigger Than Black and White. I got it. See, I still wouldn't have got that.
Yeah. We paid. He got the new song with 42 Doug.
Yeah. Damn.
We paid.
Damn.
So yeah, it's all good, man. This is the last one right here, man. All right, this guy's real name is Jonathan Lindahl Kirk.
Kirk, like K-U-R-K.
Kirk.
Kirk.
Like all my mama say.
Like I'm a-
All my daddy say. Stomp. It's not Kirk
Not Kirk
Franklin, but it's
Franklin.
like
I was about to
that.
be like
It's
that.
like that.
All right. Let me see real quick. Is he a rapper or a singer?
Rapper.
He's a rapper. Okay.
One clue, this guy was actually born and lived in Cleveland until he was 8 years old. People don't know that.
So, yeah, because I was gonna say Kid Cudi came from Cleveland, Machine Gun Kelly came from Cleveland, Devin the Dude came from Cleveland.
Very popular rapper right now. Very popular.
And he's relevant. Like,
Very
he's
relevant.
Very relevant.
Just as relevant as Lil Baby.
Okay. Let's see. Are we talking about the baby?
The Baby, man. The Baby is Jonathan Lindahl Kirk. So yeah, man, I was name and crew, man. I hope you had fun playing that game, man.
Yeah.
I had fun conducting it.
Man.
If you had to do a dream collab, who would you living or not living? Who would you pick? Two artists
2?
to do a dream collab with.
Damn.
You could pick anybody. Singer, rapper.
I'm gonna just pick what's relevant in my mind right now. I mean, cause I could say I want to do one with Eminem and Kendrick and stuff. You know, those are always, and J. Cole. Those are always relevant in my mind. But I would say Russ, cause I really like Russ. And I learned from Russ. So doing a collab, not only would it be dope, but then I'd be getting some gems at the same time.
Russ is definitely a teacher, man. People don't like him, but a lot of people don't like you when you just say
Shit,
unadulterated truth.
They ain't gonna like me, then. They don't like thinkers.
Hey. So Russ,
Yeah. Russ, and then man, I'd probably say J. Cole, man.
J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole forever gonna be one of my favorites. And that's just to do a collab too. That would be dope.
Man, just tell him, man. Who knows who watching, man?
Yeah, nah, J. Cole and Russ. That's the top right now. That might change tomorrow, but that's the top right now.
You a fan of the other Dreamville artists?
Yeah, I like JID.
Monster.
I fucks with I think their name is Earth Gang.
Earth Gang.
Yeah, I fucks with Earth Gang. Yeah, I fucks with what's her name? The singer. She did Shea Butter Baby.
Ari.
Ari
Ari
Lennox.
Lennox.
Yeah, I fucks with Ari Lennox. I listened to her whole album. That album was dope. But yeah, I fucks with the Dreamville crew.
Okay. Any other crews you a big fan of?
Yeah, I'm always gonna be a fan of Outkast. Outkast, yeah, that would be the other person I would do a collab with too, cause they, it's not even that it's fun, but it's like if you know who the Gorillas are, Outkast is like the Gorillas of hip hop. Like they just gonna throw some shit out there that is just not usual. Like it's not the same, and it's gonna be fire. You feel me? Them and TDE. You know, I would even do something with OVO. I think OVO is dope too.
Do you think Andre 3000's lack of interest to the rap game has anything to do with Big Boy?
Could be, yeah.
I feel like Big Boy kind of like was taking his style, his it factor that made him different. He started. I just don't, man. I feel like that's part of the reason Andre, man. I might be messing up a future interview or something.
I don't know, man.
I'm talking from the heart, man. I really think Andre is zoned out at Big Boy, man.
He might be, man.
Look at your pants, man. You keep trying to wear pants like me, man. Well, you wasn't dressing like that before, man.
You talking about that?
Feather pants or something?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. You know, I mean, they still got pictures together of them interacting with each other, you know, so I mean their relationship is probably still intact. You know, I'm a firm believer of the mindset of music and how it shapes. A lot of times that mental stability is very important, and when people go through it, they go through a certain sequence in music, like their creative process starts to engulf them in a certain space that kind of piss them out, like kind of spaces them out in a sense, to where they either go through depression or they just zone out or they just don't feel a certain way. They're just not up to it because their creative process is really trying to grasp something else. You know, I've seen Andre 3000 have that look in his face where it's like the creative process is just like, it's there, but it's like he's really trying to like hone into something different, and really it's like a meditational thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think it's depression and stuff, and they'll even say, you know, yeah, like I was depressed, but at the same time they don't know if that's even true or not, because they're going through that creative process.
And a lot of people who call it that, I feel like they're just looking at the money or the success aspect, but it's like, it's some people in this world who like, my greatest currency is my peace of mind.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't understand that. And you look crazy, like they call Dave Chappelle, or you just look, you might look weird to them, but that's because you want to be at peace with the world, and at war with yourself, or at war with the world and at peace with yourself.
Right.
So, man, some people just pick peace of mind over everything, man.
Yeah.
I think you got to follow that, man.
Yeah.
Because this world ain't gonna always be here. These records really don't mean nothing at the end of the day. The money, they can get rid of that.
Yeah.
So, man, where's your peace of mind to be able to move forward, progress, and be creative in a different aspect?
Exactly. You got to be able to hone yourself in your space.
Yeah.
I think Andre 3000, I think Three Stacks definitely appreciates that. I think he expresses that. I think even Kendrick Lamar, like when you watch those videos with Mark Rubin, I think that they both express that same thing, and just, you know, in different ways, but they express it the same way. Like it's the same message. You know, and I just think, you know, maybe he is over Big Boy, you know, I mean, he's just over that shit, you know. but you know, at the same time, you know, Andre 3000 is a very, very broad thinker.
Yeah.
He's a very deep thinker. So,
and you shouldn't have to be locked into just being a rapper when you got that much to offer the world.
Right.
So, man, Andre, follow your heart, man, and your mind, man.
bless.
I think that's a powerful message to even send to people, like that you're willing to walk away from the industry and the success and the money to be able to get your mind right. I think that's more powerful than a song.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
What this is a game that we also played. K Riley also actually made this game up when we did an interview with him. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the K Riley interview. But K Riley came up with a game and he asked this question: if you only had 2 songs to listen to for the rest of your life, what 2 songs would they be?
Damn.
Right.
Bro, how y'all gonna limit me like that?
2 songs, bruh. What 2 songs power you up the most?
I should have did the magic number 3. Like 3 would have been gold. Would have been golden, man. Alright. Damn. Just 2?
Just 2.
They can be from any genre.
Any genre.
Oh man. You know, I will listen to. There's one that I got in my head, and that's that. We Are One. What's that band's name?
Frankie Beverly and Maze.
So I would hold that to me, right?
Yeah.
And if I had to do it for the rest of my life, I would listen to that one because of how long it is, for one. I don't have to repeat it over and over again. Like, it's
smart.
just a long ass song.
That's smart.
You feel me? And I can enjoy it. I can walk around for a bit for maybe like a good 5-6 minutes and still be jamming.
You need somebody to dance with to that.
Look. If I had to listen to 2 songs, I guarantee I might have a girl with me. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. That's guaranteed. But then the second song.
You gotta have on linen pants when you listen to that song, and a shirt with no undershirt on.
No, I'm just doing what my grandpa do. My grandpa put a dress shirt on, and then he put his gold chain. This is his gold chain, by the way. But he put his chains and his rings on, his necklace. He put some sweatpants on and some dress shoes. It'd be hot as hell, and that still look fly.
So he dressed like YG. That's what YG got that from,
YG,
man.
I was gonna say, yeah, YG dressed like my grandpa.
Right.
Hey, my grandpa's Southern, so you know that comes with that. Damn.
You only got 1 song left, man. You better pick like a Chick Corea song, something that's gonna be 18 minutes long, and keep switching up.
Nah, cause it's gotta be something that still inspires me as an artist. You feel me?
Yeah.
Damn. We Are One, and then I don't know, man. I might have to go with a Tupac song.
Which one?
I don't know. It would either be, cause I could go with It's Just Me Against the World. Or I can go with Changes or Dear Mama. And see, it might have to be either Changes or Me Against the World, because those two songs just have a sense of they all got soul in it. But I think I can get through a long time with just listening to those 2 songs, and I think my creative process will still be able to come into play.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So shout out to K Riley for that game, man. That question messed people up every time I ask it, man.
I believe that shit, man. That's a tough ass question.
2 songs, not even a top 5, or like you said, the magic number 3.
Right.
2.
Yeah, man. You really limited. You really got to make a choice.
So I got a game, one more game, and one more question.
Okay.
This game is called This or That.
You can do it with this, or you can do it with that.
Hey.
You can do it this, or you can do it with that.
Hey.
You can do it with this, or you can do it with that. Or you can do this, or this is kind of fat. Engine number 9.
Hey.
On the New York Transit line.
Hey.
If my train, what's it say? If my train comes
Comes
off the track and pick it up. Back on the scene.
Hey.
That's my
Who did that? Whose song is that?
Black Sheep.
Black Sheep. Okay.
I think it's Black Sheep. Is it Black Sheep?
It is now. You already said it. So we're going to dedicate this portion to Black Sheep, man. Hopefully you made that song. This game is called This or That. I'm going to give you a series of options, man. You tell me either this option or that option. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's begin. Gold Star or Skyline?
Neither.
Why?
Because I don't eat Gold Star or Skyline.
Don't eat meat?
I eat meat. I just don't eat chili. I eat homemade chili. I don't eat fast food.
You don't like it when it come back out?
What?
The chili when it come out?
Nah, I stopped eating. So when I did eat it, it was Gold Star.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I don't eat it anymore, and I had issues with that too because it was like Skyline got some really good shit, but then Gold Star just got the best conies. You feel
What's
me?
so interesting about eating something like chili, which is a loose meat, is that when it come out, it's even looser.
Huh?
Yeah, man. You ever you ever took a dump? It was so heavy that your toilet bowl looked like a Dalmatian when you got done.
That sounds like Gold Star and Skyline. Yeah.
When your toilet make that sound with all that reverb on it,
That's foul.
that porcelain about to look like a Dalmatian.
Hey, hold up.
The puppies.
Hey, hold up. That's foul. That's foul work. Yeah, that's why I don't eat that shit. That's why I don't eat that shit.
Okay. Cat or dog?
Dog. Dog all day. That ain't even a question. I don't gotta hesitate. I'm cool with cats. Like, I'm cool with them. You know? Like, I'm cool with them. And if I had a girl who wanted to get a cat, that's cool too. But I'm getting a dog, like, all day.
Okay. All right. It's wash day. No clean clothes. Dirty drawers. Flip them inside out. Or you going commando? Yeah, I think hard about that one, man.
I might just go commando. I've done it before.
I don't like the feeling of jeans on naked flesh, man.
Right. When you say jeans now.
It's got to be a sweatpants day.
I do. I just put on the dirty underwear. But I make sure that those dirty underwear I only wore for like half a day.
Nah, man, they got to be the ones just like, oh no, I should almost throw them away. You got to wear that pair.
That's foul.
Every time I ask this question, I tell people the story. And man, when it was wash day, one time I didn't have nothing clean to wear. Man, I actually took a t-shirt, put my legs through the armholes, and just kind of MC Hammered it for the day. It was very comfortable.
Hey, look, whatever fucking works, right?
Hey, man.
Whatever gets through the day so that you can still feel clean.
I dare you to try it. I dare you to go home and put on especially one of them 2000s t-shirts, the tall tee.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I ain't about to do it. I'm about to figure it out. I ain't about to do it.
Hey, try it. You ain't even got to tell nobody you tried it.
Yeah.
Okay. PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Cookie or brownie?
Cookie.
Movies or Netflix? To go to the movies or just watch it at home?
Damn, that's a tough one.
Comfortability or the experience? Ain't nothing like going to the movies with the screen being so big and everything being loud.
I like the experience. I like the experience, man.
Everybody go check out the YouTube page, man. I had an experience at Springdale movie theater, man, where I pulled up and there was a huge dildo in the parking lot, and I made a video. It kind of went viral, man. It got like 589 shares and 600 something likes. It was definitely a traumatizing experience, man. But what I did learn is that Springdale movie theater has $5 movies right now, so go check that out
right now.
And they bringing back throwback stuff. They might be playing Gremlins, The Goonies, the newest Star Wars, Bad Boys, and
you can just go in there and just watch it.
Yeah,
but
$5 a movie.
It's like limited capacity.
They switch it up every couple days. What they showing? So they got some nostalgia. They got some stuff that's recently came out. They got some in between movies.
So hold up, movie theaters are actually open?
It's just Springdale.
And there's no like limited capacity?
Every time I go, there's nobody there. I'm the only person in the movies, bro. I'm telling you, now is the time to go.
I'm about to take advantage.
Like right now, they're playing.
You just gave me the juice. I'm about to go take advantage.
Take you a day, like a Saturday, and go in there with $20 and spend it.
Bet. That's easy.
Get you all your snacks prepared. Get you some cargo pants, and make it happen, man.
I'm about to do that.
I'm telling you, man. Last thing I saw was I went to go see Dunkirk last night. Before that, I went to go see I don't know. I just been enjoying it, man. I just been trying out movies. Really,
For sure.
I'm into war movies right now. I'm watching like Dunkirk. In the last week, I saw Dunkirk. Saving Private Ryan. They were showing last week.
Yeah.
1917, amazing movie.
1917. I think I
They're
have
playing
seen that
1917 right now. Go check that out.
one. I'm gonna have to go see that one.
On
On the big screen too.
the big screen, bro.
That's different.
It's shot as one continuous shot. It's supposed to be one continuous shot.
Right.
Crazy.
That's different.
Okay. Tidal or Spotify?
Spotify. We'll say Spotify for now.
Tidal got the biggest payout.
I want to say Tidal, but I'm not on Tidal.
I think we gotta support it.
But I'm a firm believer that that's where I will be.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tidal is me. I'm a fan of Jay-Z's business mindset.
Right.
He understands how it works.
He evolved into it. He came from the artistry aspect, so he go look back and make sure the artist is all right and getting their fair share, man.
Nah, and I know Spotify is about that too, but I don't know if they're about it. I don't know what I know there's a big difference between Tidal and Spotify when it comes to that in particular.
If I'm not mistaken, I just read an article said 100,000 shares on Spotify, 100,000 streams on Spotify is like $480. 100,000 streams on Tidal is $2,800.
Really?
To pay out to the artist. So it's just we just gotta support the platform.
480 to 2,800.
I believe that's what the numbers were.
Wow. I mean, yeah, wow.
Even if I'm off, it's definitely a higher payoff.
Yeah.
For Tidal, man. So it's just something we got to support black business, man.
Yeah, I support it 100%.
Cash Money or No Limit?
Cash Money. You're talking about the group, right?
Yeah, the label.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No Limit was Master P, wasn't it?
He said there was so much question in his voice. Master P, I think. Percy?
I ain't even listened to them in a minute, but nah, Cash Money. I grew up listening to Wayne, you know, and Juvenile.
Juvenile's first album
That dude was
is a Negro spiritual.
Yeah.
It's a hood Negro spiritual, bro. 400
Yeah.
Degrees is an amazing body of work, man. Shout out to Juvenile. It's the boy Juvie from them Magnolias.
Think about them. Think about the cats that was out that time. You had Mystical, Juvenile. You had what's the dude from North Carolina? You know,
Petey Pablo.
Yeah,
How
Petey
dare.
Pablo. Then you had Pastor Troy. Feel me? You had some cats out there that was really speaking some. Then you had the Dungeon Family.
Yeah.
Right? Like, man, the Southern hospitality was strong.
They was coming through with messages, big records.
Yeah.
They had the vibration, man.
Yep.
Martin or Fresh Prince?
I would say Martin because of my brother. My brother remind me of Martin so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the way he is, his vibe, his persona, the way he joke. Like my older brother just is a Martin. He used to watch Martin all the time too. So I used to watch Martin with him. I watched Fresh Prince, but I grew up watching Martin, surprisingly.
And Martin, I don't care what episode it is. When it come on, you watching it.
Oh yeah, nah, you watching that?
It might be the same episode that just played on MTV. You turn VH1 and it's on again. I don't care. I'm watching it again. Prince or Mike? Michael Jackson.
Mike.
Okay.
That's a bad one too.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
No, that's a bad one. Not like a bad thing like on your part, but like in my experience,
Yeah.
it's a bad one because I done got into some heated ass arguments on who was better, and it's like for me, it's like, look, there is a certain experience that Mike gave to the world,
Yeah.
and not just to a vast community. Now, Prince gave it to the world, but Mike gave it to the world, okay? We talking about people in Russia who don't know who Prince is on a full level, but they know every single Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that Michael Jackson ain't the greatest. I don't
But
care.
Prince was producing all of his own stuff.
I got that. I'm already aware, you feel me?
He's a higher valuable artist.
He's a very higher valuable artist when it comes to technical terms, right? when it comes to, he knows every instrument, right?
Mhm.
He knows how, he writes a lot of people's songs. He even wrote his,
Yeah.
right? He engineered, right? He was a producer, right? Prince is a household name, right? But Mike Jackson is also a household name. And see, my experience, I grew up, my experience on music is through Mike. Like, when it comes to every, and even though people wrote his music, they couldn't express it like Michael Jackson. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's where people fall off. You see, because you can write his music all you want, you can produce his music all you want, but are you giving it to the people like Michael Jackson? You feel me?
I gotta disagree with you, man. I love Michael Jackson like everybody else, man.
Yeah, that's just me, man.
But Prince, I feel like if you was able to watch both of them work, the sensationalism of watching this man Prince produce the whole track and then get on there and then turn into an instrument
for sure
in high heels and lace.
For sure. I'm not with the high heels though. You know, like I ain't never I ain't never felt that since I was young. I used to, but see, when I was young, I grew up with Mike. Like I grew up with my aunt and my mom and my aunts, my moms, my brother, my granny. It was just Michael Jackson. It was never Prince on a daily basis. You feel me?
I feel it.
Like, I grew up watching the cassette of Thriller. Like, we used to sit, my aunt used to like watching scary movies, so she would put in Thriller, the cassette, right? The old ass cassette, just to watch the music video. Yeah. And we would sit there and watch Thriller. Because she liked scary movies, but at the same time, it was Michael Jackson. So we would enjoy it, but it'd be scary as shit. So it's like we sit there and watch it as we're like 5 years old, and this is what I know. This is all I know. I don't know nothing about Prince. I ain't figured out Prince till I was like 10 or whatever. And I was like, who's this dude in the hills? Like, going hard.
This very small man in heels, man.
You know, but like, he got like this hairspray shit going on, and it just wasn't it. At that time, it just didn't fit the category.
I feel you. For he made a lot of sexual songs too, man. So that's another reason it didn't really hit the young people, man.
And Michael Jackson did a lot of love songs. And you know, he on a universal scale, he was expressing something that was helping the mindset.
Yeah, love.
Yeah. He built it to the point where even if you hated him, you're gonna always go back to his music, and you're gonna always catch something in your mind later in life where you expressing the same love that he was expressing to you in your mind.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, I got a couple more left. Late nights or early mornings?
Early mornings, man. Early mornings. I'm so used to waking up early in the morning, watching cartoons, and then going to work 4 a.m. in the morning. Just being up. There's just a certain feeling being up early in the morning where it's just you.
Yeah.
You know, your mind is also, you know, you're in your what's that term? There's a term for it. Where you're basically still dreaming when you're up early in the morning, which is beneficial for you. But I think early mornings are just extremely healthy, beneficial. It's a beautiful natural thing too. Yeah. That enhances your mind. Once you learn how to take advantage of it.
You find yourself being more creative early?
Lately I've been doing extremely late nights. But I think it goes both ways for me. You know, I like routines. I like to be in a routine. So I know that when I get back into my morning routines, that my creativity will probably be more exponential. It's great right now, but I think it'll have like a special system. It'll be a special system. Like, it'll be a special vibe that I bring out of me when I'm doing work early in the morning. 'Cause that's what I used to do. I used to wake up early in the morning at 4, work out, and then be up at 5 or 3. I'd be at the gym by 4. By like 5 o'clock, I'm back at home writing music early in the morning till it's time to do whatever else I got to do.
Well, my battery, we ain't gone so long. My battery is about to die. So I want you, if we can, tell people where they can find you again.
Right. So you can find me on Spotify as Deuces 101. You can find me on most streaming platforms as Deuces 101. And I should and always will come up. You can find me on Instagram as Deuces _101. Twitter, II_Deuces. You can find me on SoundCloud too, as Deuces 101. Yeah.